going back in about what we were talking about. The bong sao is basically when someone's hand comes forward and you can't tan in time, as you're coming forward, you walk obliquely this way. That gets you away from the power hand. This cross. The jab can hit you, but you still walk obliquely. If I'm too slow to bridge that hand or punch first, this hand's coming. Whether I get hit or not, my goal is not to stay behind at this range, where the second hand can also hit me. So the idea of Wing Chun is to move obliquely so that as you go by, you can throw a bong sao and you can enter on this side. Let's say, for example, his kidneys are here, his liver is here. So I want to enter this side where I get away from the power hand. Now, if he jabs and I manage to pop that and he throws his counter before I get there, bong sao will still go and I'll go obliquely anyway. And bong sao will cross into this gate and hit him on an oblique again. So I don't really know what he's going to throw. You never do. But when this hand comes forward, my bong sao is going out this way and I'm walking obliquely. So that's quite a common Chun Chow entry. But since I don't know if I'll hit, he moves away. Okay, I throw my side kick. In other words, when I go to enter and I get to the punching range, people will get a bunch of reactions. If he goes this way, quite commonly you front kick and you go and you start bridging and hitting. If I go this way, when I'm going obliquely, he goes that way. That's your side kick, right? Sometimes he goes further, and this is where you're doing sweep kicks. And sweep kicks, you have takedowns with sweep kicks. It doesn't really matter where I contact his body. He punches me and I do get a bridge and I get a tie here. This is a Fuso tie. That hand's going to come and try to punch me. That's why your hand in Wing Chun's always pretty high here. So that when he punches hard, I can get a sweep with the tie. The tie-up is this Fuso here, or on that hand. Once that power comes out here, he's crossing power. The power crosses his body. That makes, typically a lot of people put a lot of weight on that leg. So even, for example, if someone hits you in the face and you still survived, you can still do a takedown. But ideally, of course you want to bridge that hand. You want to get a hand on this hand. Once the power is coming, the weight's on there, right? This hand will be coming. And I can still get a sweeping takedown with this leg. So it's actually not so much the height. Actually, you can contact anywhere in the body. What counts is his weight distribution, where he puts his weight. If he puts his weight on that leg, sweeps are real easy. If he front weights his leg, a lot of styles, they tend to put weight on that leg. So they punch, like a reverse punch, they put weight on the front leg. So when someone jabs you in the face, and hopefully you're going to block it, deflect it, or he jabs you and you punch back in some way, maybe the face, maybe the ribs. That power is coming. That's why this hand is high. If there's weight on this leg, and I'm walking obliquely, even if I didn't have my hands, he punches, I walk obliquely, and you can still sweep. So really what you're doing is with your body is making a wedge this way. He's putting power on his body this way, right? And as this power comes, because he's reaching for your head because you're walking obliquely, right? He's got weight on that leg. So even if I can catch it, I got to cover my head. Whether I get hit or not, I'm covering my head. But because there's weight on that leg, right? This hand's coming, see? You can collapse your arms, let him come to you, and there's your sweep. So it's about the weight distribution. This is very fast, like literally as someone punches, right? I'm picking up, punch, and and you can take the sweep with a variety of ways in which you bridge with your hands. In reality, it doesn't matter if this is a tan, this is a bomb hitting. I can still sweep someone as long as they put weight forward on their body. In other words, they put weight into the front leg. Now, this is quite a common thing. Like, people will jump in with their jab and always weight this leg. They feel relatively protected. They're too far away. They hit you. They hit you. Obviously, you want to bridge that. You want to be punching back on someone with your bong sao, or your straight strike to the head on this side, and obviously a lot of counters are based on that. Now, I myself going in, when I walk obliquely and throw a bong sao, just now I didn't throw the bong sao very hard. I didn't want to penetrate his center too hard because that would hurt like hell. But the idea, if I can get him to push back, like if his body resists that bong sao, makes this, when it resists your punch, you've got enough weight on his leg to sweep, to do a takedown. Now, of course, this is a soft surface. If you're on the ground and he hits the ground like a road or something, it's going to do some damage, perhaps to his head, or depending on whether or not he knows how to break fall. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe.